Prince of Nepal.
Hello, everyone.
Mid-league. Teams are dropping like flies. More gonna drop today. You know what teams?
No. Okay.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Excellency Esports. Welcome to the Wednesday night coverage of Mid-League. Tonight on stream, we've got two channels, two semifinal matchups that you won't want to miss. CB Rush versus Fever going to be on stream 1, while No Fear Wolves take on the number 2 seed Death Card Academies. But before, you might be wondering, Mac, it's playoffs. Where's that caller at? But don't worry, for our pre-show tonight, we've got the epic rap battles of excellency! Woo! And first up is none other than the Prince of Nepal himself, Gunjan.
Prince of Nepal, mid-league.
Gotta pull this up on the big screen.
Teams are dropping like flies. More gonna drop today. You know what team's gonna drop today? 3-0 CB. So I heard you got a fave team, it's CB Rush for show. The top side is so deadly, now everybody knows. Don't say I didn't warn you, I never let you know. When acid gets on Kazakhs, better buckle up for the show. Showstopper,
right
so
now.
baller, tilt Zara with a top side
like
slaughter.
your hat.
If even needs help, don't bother. Shut it down, bot, they screaming like a toddler. Pressing mid, you can't wait to see it. Dominate so hard, he's top of the tier list. Keep coming, that's a spirit. Thought you got CB, disappear kid. What? Where'd they go? They overtaking Baron cause it's how we roll. CB Rush, out of control. Charge to your teams, have been walking like Joe. Beat teams like Jackie Chan. Rutledge got the master plan. Debe and Nelson, no chance. Slice to your teams cause you shoulda ran. Till your wall, AoE slow. Kazakhs and it's time to go. I just stopped by to let you know. They control riff like a puppet show. 3-0 quick, they leave you in a daze. Trying to game plan like you're stuck in a maze. CB Rush, making plays. Blow your mind, leave you all amazed. So I heard you got a fave team, it's CB Rush for show. The top side is so deadly, now everybody knows. Don't say I didn't warn you, I never let you know. When acid gets on Kazakhs, better buck up for 3-0. 3-0 baby.
What are you doing with
It's
your
a
hands
rap.
like that,
Prince of
Gunjan?
Nepal, Jason Monteflores. It's a mix. You know what time it is. Get ready,
Beautiful.
Fever. Time's ticking.
Beautiful stuff. Oh my goodness.
I tried my best, Mac. I tried my best. It was as much credit I could do
man.
to CB Rush as a team, you know, dominating Excellency Mid-League, but I had to give them credit. But I did end up recording it in 2 parts, so that's why people are saying that it doesn't match up. That's the best I can do, guys. Audacity is a hard program to learn for everybody out there.
Alright,
I, for
Gunjan.
one, thought it was a banger, Gunjan. No matter what the haters say, haters gonna hate. You killed it, alright?
100% agree.
100%, yes.
That's the Prince of Nepal right there, you know? I want to see someone want to try to step up in chat and try to disrespect my man like that. I mean, we'll see how I do in my rap for Fever, Gunjan, because you seem to have some strong words for the matchup. Let's go ahead and roll my rap for Fever. Good
Oh,
stuff
goodness.
like that, Dory. Oh, hi.
Oh, man.
Welcome back to the back. Shout out to the Prince. Yeah. See Fever, about to go win the playoffs. Put the tickets, about to blast off. 3 all-pros going down the lanes. The players, they call the carries. But on top, gonna win the game. Mid-jungle duo looking insane. CB Rush never gonna be the same. Watch as Fever put them to shame. Zara poppin', they stormin', then you featherin'. Hey, Rise, that's something engaging. I tell you, this team don't stop fighting. So they stop at nothing. You know they really crushing. Cause Stubby got you with that flanking while Scrub kills them in succession. Yeah, they smashing Mid-League. 5 games and no fatigue. This squad more than living up to the intrigue. So you see Fever gonna win all night, all night. Tell chat no worries cause everything's gonna be alright. Oh, oh, oh. Fever gonna stick around. Oh, oh, oh. Okay. What'd you guys think? Hold back a little bit. Maybe.
I
Or
I
go
loved
all
it.
out.
I
What a
loved
battle.
it, Mac. What an absolute battle. Look at that. What a battle. We just compliment each other. What an absolute banger rap, Mac. I give it 10 out of 10 on that one. 10 out of 10.
I don't know how I'm supposed to match up to those. Like, it's both of them pulling out not just the rap, but the scene. Like, these guys coming out here. Oh, like, I can't.
Oh. That was the best part. I liked it. Yes, 10 out of 10 on that one.
All right, well, let's get into this CB Rush Fever matchup just a little bit. We have the lane by lane breakdown up on your screen right now, and we've got some fantastic matchups in the lanes for this semifinals. Gunjin, where do you feel like starting, my guy?
I think we definitely obviously need to start in the top side with Rutledge versus Stubby, all-pro first team and all-pro second team top laner, clashing on the fields of justice. I think it's going to be a banger matchup. I am excited because we have seen champions that they used to whip out, like Aurelia get buffed, and Stubby obviously is a Poppy player at heart. So I want to see if that matchup ends up happening. We may go into Anathema Chains tanks, but hopefully I'm expecting top lane to be a little bit more volatile, and I'm excited to see Rutledge maybe whip out some of those carry picks. We knew him from the spring, and maybe whip those out in this summer split or the summer split playoffs.
And Cam, Icarus, I'm going to go to you guys for a little bit of insight on this matchup as well. For looking at the bot lane, some stars in both roles. Cam, what are you thinking about the supports?
Yeah, I think the supports are very evenly matched. Just like they were top seed and second seed for a majority of the split, and then up until the end, it was the massive tiebreaker. That's like, you could argue all three of these teams are second seed, right? So with that, they're all very in contention for taking this game tonight, especially. Fever did go to 5 games last week, but I don't think it's gonna be 5 games tonight.
Really? Wow. All right. Bold prediction, Cam. Bold prediction. The regular season matchup, though, to be fair, did finish up 2-1. CB Rush favor, not out of this world to potentially finish them off in 4 games, 3-1 fashion. Icarus, what are you thinking about how the ADCs are going to be pitching into how long this series potentially goes?
I think it's going to be a really interesting matchup. Evil Zara, being our second place all-pro AD carry, is a huge force to be dealt with in Fever, but his natural playstyle is very passive, which favors the Bay a little bit in my opinion, because the Bay isn't a very aggressive AD carry either. So we're going to have a lot of a passive lane, really, looking towards the bottom lane. I'm curious about what the junglers are going to be looking to do about that, but if we're looking for just straight up matchups, since neither one of these AD carries likes to play super aggressive early, it is going to come down to the mid-game team fights that really do it for me when looking at both of these AD carries.
And I want to talk a little bit about this mid lane matchup. Frosty coming in as the first team all-pro mid laner after just having his way with the mages in mid-league season 3. But last week, you had Scruff come in, warm up week 9, I believe it was, for him. I think it was against Degens Fever played, right, Gunjin?
Yes, so Fever went versus Degens week 9, lost 1-2 versus them, but you did see Scruff kind of pull out a interesting style of champion pool. He's a lot more kind of assassin and carry focus, which is different to what Providence was giving them in the earlier weeks, kind of being that stable mid laner. I'm excited to see what he does because, again, I know you casted him, Mac, the Bucky's games. He was an absolute performer for them. Him and Stubby in the top side were just making play after play and kind of alleviating that pressure from Zara in the bot lane, because you know in that Degenerate series in week 9, one of the things that Degenerates targeted was that Fever bot lane by just basically building out a massive global comp and then just saying we're going to use all of our globals to make sure Zara never makes it to late game.
Hey, and I mean, when you saw Scruff on the Corki last week, Gunjin, I'm not going to lie, it kind of seemed like he was playing an assassin, bursting out the back line, always finding the right package to find an amazing counter engage. I believe it was around 11 kills, 0 deaths, and about a dozen assists to go with that. So I'm looking really forward to see how Frosty is going to be able to go up against the new hot Fever mid laner. Last quick thought before we head over to the second series of wraps and our other semifinal matchup. Gunjin, Kim, Icarus, give me all of y'all's lane to watch in this series, or player to watch.
I'll start out. My player to watch this series is going to be Acid. Again, he was the MVP of Spring Split. He was all pro first team this split. He has kind of had a muted performance because of kind of the dominance of CB Rush, just playing champions like the Xin Zhao, just kind of carrying the early game and letting his team do the rest. But we have seen champions. I actually did an interview with him. He talked about his Lilia that has been buffed at 11.13. Some just carry junglers are coming out. Olaf is being a little bit more popular as well. There's a lot of strength in the jungle role with the Dianas and Nocturnes as well. So I'm excited to see what Acid can do to make an impact on the same, because again, he could definitely be that carry role for CBR. It doesn't need to be Frosty. It doesn't need to be Rutledge. It can just be an Acid diff.
I mean, I'm going to be looking towards the top side of the map myself. You're mentioning that it doesn't have to be a Frosty or Rutledge diff, but a lot of the games that we do see coming out from CB Rush, it does come down to a lot of solo kills happening on the top side of the map. Acid does like to lean heavy towards the top side of the map there in the early stages of the game, get Rutledge rolling, because he's been seen as a type of carry for his team before. And very similar to Fever, Debay, he's not an early laning phase style of champion or a player, so he could be used more towards the late game. When it's coming to these early leads, which has determined a lot of victories throughout this season, I am looking more towards those solo lanes, because those lanes tend to be just a little bit more volatile, and Rutledge has proven to be one of the most volatile players in just the entire league. So if he can get rolling early, I'm sure that he can carry through for more of these topside wins for CB Rush.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to agree with you there, Icarus. This top side, like you're saying, so volatile. Either one of these super talented players could be going towards a 1v9 carry performance, and maybe we'll get to see some from both of them tonight, since it is a best of 5, so it's not like it's just a best of 1. No, we could definitely see some very strong play from either both of the solo laners, or I'm definitely more looking towards that top lane matchup.
You got to follow my golden rule from last week. We also saw it in the CB Rush matchup versus Fever during the regular season. Don't dive Stubby in the top lane. Going to be a lot of hype action up there. But let's get on over to our second semifinals matchup. I believe we're going to be starting off with some hot bars from none other than the one and only HD Camcom.
Death Cards Academy. Taking second, though, even at me. Fug in the top shot, calling the sheep. Sterling Archer in the jungle, in the back seat. Patrick Jones in the mid, causing an explosion with the super large champion Ocean. Galaxy and Cthulhu down in the bot. They're out there just trying to not get caught. Death Cards Academy, winning games is just too free. They kill you easily, trust me, it's a guarantee. Jungle top, bot in mid. Heck, good looking esports kid. Try your best, you won't win. Death Cards playing your sad violin. How will know if you're take the map when Nuggler's got the big draft gap? He's done all the research on your team. You can only win in your dream. Death Cards Academy, winning games is too free. They kill you easily. Trust me, it's a guarantee. Jungle top, bot
Okay,
mid,
so we know the camp's not on the phone. Got it.
Try your best. Death Cards playing Jungle diff, comes in hot. Diana, Hecarim, ganking bot. Sterling Archer gets first blood. Set them up for his friend Bug. Nuggler there in top lane. Dies least in every single game. Death Cards Academy, winning games is just too free. They kill you easily. Trust me, it's a guarantee. Jungle top, bot in mid. Heck, good looking esports kid. Try your best, you won't win. Death Cards playing your sad violin. Galaxy meat will make you cower down in the bot with his last hour. Cthulhu is the new bard main, but all he does is sit bot lane. He's gotta go for Rose, but he just doesn't want to get flamed. Death Cards Academy, winning games is just too free. They kill you easily, trust me, it's a guarantee. Jungle top, bot in mid. Heck, good looking esports kid. Try your best, you won't win. Death Cards playing your sad violin. Patrick Jones sends you home. Kale mid will make you groan. You can't ban him out, don't you see? He's got another pick guaranteed. No fear, Wolves gotta make it through, but it's harder to win in mid. There's two. The only way to take down Pike is to cause a whole dang mid lane strike. Death Cards Academy, winning games is just too free. They kill you easily. easily trust me, it's a guarantee. Jungle top, bot, and mid, heck, good looking esports kid. Try your best, you won't win. Death Cards playing your sad violin. Death Cards Academy taking second, don't even at me. If No Fear wants to win, maybe they should think about picking up Quinn. All you gotta do is leave up the Aurelia, bug will it, and blame the Wikipedia. Try not to dive under tier 2 tower, all you're gonna do is give Patrick more power. Death Cards Academy winning games is just too free. They kill you easily, trust me, it's a guarantee. Jungle top, bot in mid, heck, good luck in esports kid. Try your best, you won't win. Death Cards playing your sad violin. Good luck to No Fear on the Rift. DC will make sure to defeat the Swift.
Oh my goodness, Icarus, what do you even have to say for that, my guy? How are you gonna be able to come back after that?
Good luck in esports, kids. Let's go. He's throwing down the gauntlet over here. Like, breakneck pace whenever you can, Tom. I can't. Like, how am I supposed to keep up with this? The bars.
Good luck in esports, kid. That needs to be the tagline for this stream. Oh, it's so good.
I can't.
All right, let's go over and check out Icarus's rap for the. Oh gosh, it's the third seed coming into the semifinal matchup. It's the No Fear Wolves, ladies and gentlemen.
No Fear Wolves calling in the pack, gonna make you quiver with a burst attack. On your knees, hope they give you slack. When they slit your throat, there's no holding back. They better not catch you lacking. One mistake and it's your cheeks to clapping. Taking that win, they'll be laughing. You'll look back like what just happened. House of cards come tumbling down. Face painted white and you're the clown. Move like Flash when they're taking the crown. DCA, we'll see you around. Skizz got game but keeps it humble. You'll be crying when he kills your jungle. Getting coin while Fugnug fumbles. 5 minutes in, you're screaming uncle. Cute write you up in the middle, cooking it up like it's a griddle. You'll be played just like a fiddle. Never thought you'd feel so little. EFGB making salary. He's on display in the gallery.
Where'd Cam go?
Hosting
She's running. She's hiding.
She said good luck.
So be prepared for Dream Madrid. No Fear Wolves put it in the ship. There is no luck, it's just a team
What happened? Where did I go? My back? I got eaten by the void monster.
Wow, quality raps coming through. Cam, Icarus, round of applause to you guys. Emmy in cinematography, in absolute hot bars and disses coming from Cam and Icarus. Holy smokes! Dude, that was crazy. Let's start off with Icarus. Your thoughts on the Death Cards No Fear Wolves matchup.
So this is going to be, if I'm looking at CB Rush versus Fever, it's arguably like the first and second place team that everybody's kind of been looking at so far. This series, I think, is going to be much closer and much more interesting to see which one is coming out because of the whole second place fiasco that happened and all the tiebreakers. This series is super hype, and I honestly don't have a solid grasp of which team I think is going to come out ahead here because of it.
All right.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Did my
Sorry, I
internet
think
go
my internet just
I
disconnected.
don't know what's happening. My internet just
sorry,
keeps coming
can I
back
say
in and out.
No worries. All right. Gunjin, what do you think? I mean, we're covering the other stream, but it's the 2 seed taking on the 3 seed on the other end of the bracket. Which player are you going to be looking at to stand out in this series?
Mac, before I start, I want to talk about the rap. Cam's was great. Icarus, it's just like when you're at the science fair and you know that their parents helped the other person like with the science fair experiment, and you're like, wait, I can't beat that. I had to do it myself. I had no audacity help. So that's it. That's
I did it on my own.
That's what I'm saying. We all did it on our own. Icarus had help. But
Let me just say, shout out to the girlfriend. I put it in chat. Her at is Leafy Hippie on pretty much everything. She's a music major in college. I did not write all of this myself. I had massive amounts of help. So, hey, I'm just using the resources I have available to me, all right? That's all I'm saying.
Girlfriend gap,
Girlfriend
indeed.
gap.
Girlfriend gap. It's too big of a girlfriend gap. I think my matchup to watch is going to be the mid lane, though. I'm excited to see this Patrick Jones versus Cute Raichu matchup because Patrick Jones has been known to be a more lane-centric mid laner, while Cute Raichu's, his role on this team, kind of the evolution of Cute Raichu, the split has been this self-sacrificing style, being first to the play, making those roams happen, regardless of what champion plays. We've seen him on Azir basically give up waves just to make sure he makes the fight first and really turn these fights. So I feel like it's going to be kind of a clash of styles, because if those plays end up not working out, if DCA can kind of realize that Cute Raichu is about to make it to that play, they can just kind of disconnect and just leave, then Patrick gets a huge lead in the mid lane. But if they can't disconnect quick enough and Cute Raichu does make the impact, it's going to be kind of interesting to see which style of play works out. But are we doing predictions yet? Because I have my predictions. I don't want to say it yet. But
No. Speak from the heart, Gunjin.
I will.
Let's hear it.
I think this is going to be a 3-2 series, and I think it's going to be No Fear Wolves' favorite, and I think it's going to be a Cute Raichu diff in game number 5. That's what I'm calling right now. I know a lot of us are split. I know when I interviewed the CB Rush guys who are impartial to the series, they also actually had a split opinion on who is going to win, with Debay and Acid kind of choosing one and the other. So I don't want to spoil the interview, but it's going to be interesting to see kind of because I feel like the entire mid league is split on who takes this matchup.
Right. All right, Cam, want to go to you next. What do you think? Players to watch, lanes you're going to keep your eyes on. What are you thinking headed into tonight?
I'm definitely going to be looking to this bot lane. If we were looking top lane in CB Rush versus Fever, this is bot lane center. Is both of these ADCs not really early game. They play for the late game and they play for it so well. And both of those supports in this matchup, they're going for rooms. They're not staying bot lane. It's going to be a fiesta everywhere on the map, and I'm very excited. I'm also going to agree. I think it's going to be a 3-2, but I think it's going to be going towards death cards.
Wow. All right, Icarus, what do you think?
Surprisingly, I'm going back towards the top lane once again here. Cornstar is really one of the new players here for No Fear Wolves, and he's bringing a little bit of a different champion pool than Peekaboo had. Peekaboo liked to play for the team, play some of those tanks or bruisers. Cornstar is playing some of the champions that we're seeing pop up in the meta again. He's pulled out the Fiora in his first week back into the series here and was showing amazing job on it. And versus Fugnuggler, who's we got our surprising Ornn beating Darius in the 1v1, like god top laner, who's also the captain of his team. I think that this lane has a lot of volatility that people aren't aware of because of Cornstar being so new to the team. And I'm interested to see how these two play styles are going to match up. The captain that's been long standing on death cards versus the new guy who's coming in as a kind of a surprise carry for the No Fear Wolves. If I had to predict it, it's so difficult to say. I think it's going to be 3-1, and it's whatever team wins the third game is going to be the team that takes it away. I can't even say which one I think it is. I'll coin flip and say No Fear Wolves because I made my my rap about them. Let's go. I believe in the pack.
Believing in the pack, Icarus is all in on the Wolves. For my prediction, I think this is going to be a really interesting jungle matchup. We know how good Sterling Archer can be in terms of playmaking ability. I think Diana's still in a pretty good spot. Hopefully, we'll have to see that. Mac doesn't look at too many patch notes, but regardless, I think the jungle is going to be the place to be. Death Guards Academy 3-2, No Fear Wolves. Let's see what you got. Can you make the push for finals? That's going to be the question. CB Rush, are they going to be able to get their revenge from last season? Are they going to be able to complete what they started this time around? Well, there's only one way to find out. We're going to be headed into the semifinals match matchup. CB Rush versus Fever here on stream 1. Death Cards Academy versus No Fear Wolves over on stream 2. Don't click out of that browser. We'll be back in just a bit.